Hey guys, it's me, Big Man Baja Blast, and today we are going to be doing another dinosaur collection video, as the last one I did was like 2 years ago now, I think, and I've gotten a lot of stuff since then, so yeah, we're making a new dinosaur collection video. Shout out to this fan for, giving me the idea, because he probably has seen that I haven't done one in a while as well, so yeah, we're doing one. Now, quick disclaimer before we start. If you don't see some of the old dinosaurs that were in, like, the old video, it's probably because they've been turned into my own characters that will be in the, Point A episodes, if you guys are some of my Point A viewers. But I'm just gonna show, just, like, the generic dinosaurs I have, the ones that are in Dinosaur Island, stuff like that, so I don't give any spoilers for my Point A viewers. So, let's first start out with this, like, Dinosaur T-Rex. I got this from, like, a dollar store, and it broke the first day I got it. See all that hot glue in there. But, yeah. This probably won't be in Dinosaur Island, as it's a Dinosaur. Maybe it could be, like, some cool hybrid, I don't know. Next one, we've got the Hammond Collection Delta, which, has been turned into Ratchet out of his suit in Point A for my Point A viewers once again. I don't know why I put this in here, honestly. I guess since, he still kind of looks like Delta, but not really because of the scars and the missing arm and the tail, but yeah. Next, we've got this Nasutoceratops. Hold on, let me tilt the camera down. This Nasutoceratops that I tried to paint purple and silver, and it didn't really work out. I don't know. It looks kind of cool. I feel like it would be cool if it was a darker purple, but yeah. Now we're getting into the actual Dinosaur Island stuff. Here we've got Limestone, the Triceratops. I don't know what Triceratops this is exactly, but, yeah, I can do that. And, the action feature is cool. Can just, do that. But, yeah. Now we've got the newest character that has shown up in Dinosaur Island, Iron the T-Rex. This thing is so big that I've got to move the camera back. Yeah, Iron the T-Rex. She does not work anymore. Her batteries are, like, completely broken, and her, her jaw is kind of messed up. But, yeah. Next, we've got, the Real Feel, Jurassic World the Game, level 40, I think it is, Indominus Rex. Yeah, this thing is really cool. It's really nice. It reminds me of the Real Feel 30th Anniversary T-Rex. The jaw is really nice. They got all the jagged teeth right, and, it goes all the way down into the stomach. Same thing with the T-Rex. And, yeah, its action feature still works. It can still roar. It's, got the rubber tail and everything. This one is broken. It's got a little, you can see, it's got a little rip right there. But it's got another one too. I didn't even notice that. Jeez, I gotta start taking better care of my toys. This is a minor spoiler for upcoming Dinosaur Island episodes that haven't even been released. But we've got Orca with, his new decked out injury, because he did survive his encounter with, Massacre and Scrapper. But, yeah, this thing is really cool. I remember getting this. I just moved into my new house a few days before I got this, but, yeah, this thing is really cool. It still works. Hold on, it's off right now, but, hold on. Jeez. Yeah, it still works. Action features, cool. Whee! But yeah. Now, we've got Carney with his new injury as well. After the filming of the most recent episode, his jaw, like, broke. Like, hold on. He's got, like, the Amber Collection Velociraptor jaw syndrome. But, yeah, I'm still really cool figure. yeah. Then, speaking of broken toys, we got this. I don't even know what happened to this Scorpius Rex. I don't even remember its name at Dinosaur Island. That's how long it showed up. But, yeah. Scorpius Rex. Next up, we've got this bald Tyranotitan. I don't know where all its quills and hairs went, but, yeah. Its hand was cut off for, another figure for a custom for Point A. So, yeah, this might as well go in the salvage box. I miss. Now we've got Iris the Irritator. She has been retired from the show. One, because just like that Tyranotitan, I needed, a salvage part for another figure. And because her action feature barely works anymore. It gets stuck all the time. You can hear how creaky it is, but yeah. It see that? The action feature's broken. These toys are old and well-loved, so half of them are broken. Next up, we've got a big one. You guys can take a guess what this is. Yep, you guessed right. It's Scrapper. His tail is off right now because, this toy, since I got it, has given me all kinds of hell. You can hear, the neck is super creaky. This bottom jaw does not open right, and its tongue is gone, and, this foot broke, like, 15 times. Why can't the camera focus? This foot broke, like, 15 times, and it was to the point where I had to legit take it out of, like, this part, cut off the joint, and then glue it back on. So yeah, and then the tail got naturally loose. I still have the tail. I can reattach the tail. It's not like he's retired from Dinosaur Island and he won't show up anymore. I just gotta put the tail back on. But yeah, Scrapper. But besides all the hell he's given me throughout the time I've had him, great figure. I wish I could get another Spino. Or wait, actually I do have another Spino. Hold on. Here is my other Spino. It's the Rebirth Spino. I tried to get, oh, well, there he goes. I tried to give it like a green repaint. Didn't really work. That's why Whirlpool didn't show up since his very minor appearance in one of the Dinosaur Islands that I made last year. But, yeah. And he can't stand right, so. Now we've got this Therizinosaurus repaint. Yes, this actually is Spade. It's the same figure for Spade. What I was gonna do was I was gonna repaint this for a project that's now been canceled and defunded, and I was gonna paint it back after, but yeah, it will be painted back. Spade will return, but it's just this for now. I actually really like this repaint. It's gonna be hard to paint it back. Now, same thing with that Therizinosaurus. This Quetzalcoatlus was also supposed to be for another series, but it ended up just not working out, and I haven't painted him back yet. So yeah, Kuchu will also return, and yeah, this repaint is not as good as the last one. I don't really like the white, but yeah. Next up, we've got Mono. You know, he just got retired from Dinosaur Island since, you know, his story is done. He died. He, you know, got swallowed up by iron. So, yeah. Then next up, we've got this Gallimimus. I don't know when the last time this thing showed up was, but yeah, Gallimimus. Now we've got this also really cool dinosaur repaint. I think this was the Abelisaurus, like the new one. I repainted it. I think it looks really cool. I like the transition from like the black upper body. Can I zoom in? Like all those like really cool spike patterns. I really like that. And I like the like leg pads it's got. But yeah, this repaint might show up in Dinosaur Island, I don't know. Next up, we've got another retired Dinosaur Island character. Scythe, the Giganotosaurus. So, This thing, you know, he had a good run as Terry's, you know, like, first challenge, but, yeah, he's just kind of done. That was a really good episode where he, you know, perished. That's what the injury would have looked like after, you know, he got crushed by that tree. But, yeah. Now, we've got, hold on. He was all, like, wrangled up. We got Terry. This thing is, you know, still going strong. But I've had this for almost 3 years, I think. So, yeah, he's gotten really messed up. I don't know what all this white is here. You can tell these scars are real old, because I was super bad at doing scars when I started out painting. His jaw is still working, surprisingly. It's not all swingy. His legs, he's kind of had trouble standing. He's got to kind of stand like that. He can kind of stand like this. It depends, because after a while, he'll just go. But, yeah. The bendy wire on his tail is, you know, broken since I've bent it so many times. But, yeah, he's getting old, but, you know, still a great toy and still a great character. There he goes, hold on. I also forgot to show the Diplodocus, so, here he is. This is the Legacy Collection one. I think that's the only, Diplodocus that they've made. But, yeah, here he is. He's absolutely fucking huge. His tail right there is having to be jammed under the door. So, yeah. Now, final dinosaur on our list. We've got Dune, the Bistahevosaur. Last time he showed up was, I think, the rain episode. I was gonna say the river episode, but I think it was the rain episode. He might have been in there. I don't know. But, yeah, his action feature completely doesn't work anymore. This one does. The one where he, like, does that. But the other one where he, like, thrashes his head forward doesn't work. You know, you kind of gotta do that. Hold on. Did that work? Not really. Hold on. Let's try. Yeah, see? And then the button gets, like, stuck. You gotta do that to get it unstuck. But, yeah. He's on his last leg. These toys are getting old. They're, you know, well loved. They've been in all sorts of things. What am I on about? Anyway, these toys have had a long run, but, you know, Dune, you know, he'll still be in Dinosaur Island. Don't know when he'll return, since he's kind of not really a side character. He just, like, you know, doesn't have anything to do compared to, like, Scrapper, Orca, or Terry, but, yeah. Anyway, guys, that's gonna be it for today's video. Please make sure to like and subscribe if you guys like this video, and if you did like this video, you'll probably enjoy some of my other ones. Please share this video to all your friends, because I'm hungry for views, and I'll see you all next time. Bye!